Hi, my name is Jeannie Cerrone, and I'm a graduate student at Grand Canyon University. And I am taking the master's program in curriculum and instruction. And this class, TCH539, has a project called Action Research Proposal. My topic that I chose for this project is called Differentiation in the Classroom for Gifted Students with ADHD. We went through a 6-week course of how to learn how to research the project from start to finish. And we also learned about data collection and management, role of the stakeholders, timetable of implementation, expected outcomes and benefits for this research project, and a personal reflection when the project would be complete. So an overall summary shows that there is this action research project. The research area was the topic of choice. And for teachers that do this research project, they had different methodologies. And I chose a mixed methods type of research where I would use teacher observation, personal interviews with the students, both in the beginning and at the end of the project. I also would implement depth of knowledge challenge using the Vygotskis and the proximal zone of learning for the depth of knowledge. Work analysis, so I would be analyzing work samples such as reading comprehension passages, writing samples, and then also integrating a type of cross-curricular benefit for the students that wanted to dive deep into different subjects like social studies or just any type of cross-curricular integration. So the two questions that I focused on were, one, how would project-based learning and independent research create better engagement for these gifted students? So these gifted students would need to have additional challenging type of work, and a project-based learning or any type of independent research tends to feed their curiosity more so than other students at their aptitude. And then the second one is, how would mentorship be effective for nurturing creativity and critical thinking in the gifted learner? And so this is important as well because students need that mentor to guide them. Even though they are very bright, they can also benefit from an older student or even a teacher as a guide. So the big part of the research project is collecting the data and managing it. So it starts off with, we learned this in topic 3 of the class, where there is a rationale for the reason why I chose this project. And then I stated the problem and also utilized those 2 research questions. I also embraced which methodology I would choose in that path and the design of that methodology, as well as the data collection tools and the data collection plan. So a little detail on that is the methodology, where again, it was mixed methods using interviews, using weekly data collection, analyzing their work samples, and keeping track of that. And so some of the tools are both technology and paper and pen, but also I think individual talking with the students is very important as well to track data. And then the plan would take place over 10 to 14 weeks with a 1-week pre-implementation phase, and then the rest of the course of the research project would go over those few weeks. At the end of the project, there would be a presentation to stakeholders. So the different roles for these stakeholders are the teacher, which would be me, the curriculum coach or administrator, if there is one or both on the campus, to oversee and guide the teacher. The students would be the active participants. The parents at home would be the support for those students that are participating in the study. And finally, the district facilitator, who could take this project into other schools, other classrooms, and into the community, but also support the teacher who initiated the project. At the end of the project would be the reflection. And so I'd be starting all the way at the beginning, looking at my why. Why did I choose this? Pausing and reflecting on what was successful, what needed work, any type of modifications, alterations, asking questions to self, looking at stakeholder comments as well would be beneficial, whether it was positive or constructive criticism. Reflection is very important to um, unfolding the project and making it better in the future. The references that I used for this project are 3 sources that I found and have used throughout the course, specifically for the gifted learner. Thank you very much for listening to this presentation. I hope you have a wonderful evening.